If you guys want to get yourself some free shark cards in GTA Online, check out appbounty.net and use invite code Chaotic. What is going on, guys? My name is Chaotic and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 video here on my channel. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be explaining why you guys should avoid buying the new Progen GP1 in GTA Online. I'm also going to be going over all the faults and flaws with this car. But there are also a number of interesting things as well, which I can assure you guys you won't know about the new Progen GP1. So let's get straight into things. So first of all then, I just want to say that I myself do like the Progen GP1. I think the car itself is very good looking, but I know there are many people out there that don't like the appearance of this car, which is fair enough, it's not for everyone. It does seem to be a 50-50 mix though, where some people love the car and other people don't, so I guess that comes down to your opinion. The car itself is considered fairly cheap, only costing $1,260,000, which sure in comparison to most other supercars is very well priced, but not everyone has over $1 million to spend on just one car, and for $100,000 more, you can buy the Bugatti Tempesta from the last update, which to most people is a better looking car, and it also has a better stock performance. Now sure, the Progen GP1 has a lot more customization options than the Tempesta, but later on in the video, I'll be explaining why this isn't necessarily a good thing. But first of all though, let's take a look at some of the smaller things. So for example, when in first person, you guys can see the steering wheel covers up at least half of the dials, which doesn't necessarily affect the car that much, but is slightly annoying. You may be able to notice as well in the gameplay, the steering wheel also cuts through my character's legs. Now in the gameplay itself, it doesn't cut through all that much, but it does come down to what your character is wearing. So if you're wearing some baggy trousers or shorts, it cuts through a lot more. Now sure, that's not really too much of a problem and does take place on a lot of cars, more so though on the Progen GP1 than most other cars in the game, but it's just one of those small things I wanted to point out. But the main issue with the GP1 is that the car itself is completely broken in the terms of its performance, and you guys will see what I'm talking about in just a few moments. But as you guys can see right now in the gameplay, both myself and my friend are at the airport. We're about to do a drag race in our GP1s, and both of our cars are fully customized. We don't have the same customizations on both, but they're fully customized, and you'll see in the drag race, the results are as to be expected. Although at first my friend has a slightly better takeoff, our positions don't really change, and we hold the exact same speed throughout. But weirdly, by having a fully upgraded GP1 actually makes the car much slower than having one closer to stock. So after that drag race, I drove down to the custom shop, and I removed all of the exterior customizations and put them all back to stock, including the front bumper, the hood, the rear diffuser, the spoiler, the engine covers, the skirts, and so on. I of course kept all of the performance upgrades, so things such as the engine tuning, the brakes, the armor, the transmission, the turbo, and so on. I also kept the window tints and the custom wheels as well. Those don't seem to have any form of effect whatsoever. It just seems to be the car's exterior customizations which have a negative effect on the car's performance. And the results themselves are very interesting. So as you guys can see once again in the video, myself and my friend are going to do a drag race. My friend has the exact same car which he had beforehand, and you can see off the line he does have a better head start, but very quickly into the race, my car overtakes his car and goes very far into the lead. So for some reason, by removing all of the custom modifications on the car and keeping the stock ones, this car becomes a lot faster than a fully customized version. And because of this weird glitch, the GP1 is almost one of the fastest cars in the game. So as you guys can see this time, in this drag race I'm against my friend who is in a fully upgraded T20, and off the line, sure the T20 is much faster, it's got four-wheel drive and its acceleration is much better, but roughly halfway into the race, my car not only catches up, but towards the end, it actually overtakes the T20. So somehow, by removing all of the exterior customizations, the GP1 goes from one of the slowest supercars in the game to one of the fastest. And as you guys can see in this drag race, this time I had all the customizations on it, and the T20 wins by a significant amount. So there we go then guys, the Progen GP1 is officially broken. Nothing explains why this takes place. I'm not really too sure why its performance is somehow better with stock parts over upgraded customizations. And although right now with this in mind it seems like a pretty good car, no doubt Rockstar will fix this problem very quickly, I'm sure at some point over the next few days through a tunables update, and the car will go back to being one of the slowest ones in the supercar category. Which is a real shame because the car itself, I think, is really nice. But unfortunately, the performance lets this car down, and like I said before, there are other cars with a very similar price which are much better. And at the end of the day, if you've already bought this car, or if you do choose to buy it, it's one of those ones which you might drive around for a few days or so, but give it a week and you'll probably never use it again, and it will just sit at the back of your garage, like many other cars which I'm sure you guys have bought over the past few months and years in previous updates. So there we go then guys, with that being said, I would recommend avoiding the Progen GP1, unless of course you have the money and you really want this car, then sure, go ahead and do it. But unfortunately, it won't be too useful to you and will simply just be a show car because it won't be very useful in races whatsoever. So with that being said guys, that's pretty much it then for this video, but I want to get your thoughts and feelings on the Progen GP1. Do you guys like the car? Do you not? Go ahead and let me know right now by leaving a comment. It would also be greatly appreciated if you guys could also drop a like on this video as well, as it helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.